Breaking news here at 6, a person shot on the southwest side.
Hey, we've got Logan Gay live at the scene near Harding and Morris Streets. Logan, what have you learned?
Hey Scott, this scene is actually in the parking lot of this Wendy's. If you look behind me, you can see the officers have actually taped off the back end of the parking lot as they do their investigation. We're hoping for an update here soon from police. So right now, we're working with very limited information, but what we do know is IMPD officers responded to a report of a person shot. When they arrived, they found a victim with gunshot wounds. Police say the victim is awake and breathing. Like I said, we are expecting an update here soon. We're working to find out more information about the age of the victim and what led up to the shooting. Scott, actually right now, our PIO officer, Drew Brown, just arrived. He's going to be giving us an update if you guys want to stick around. We're about to do that now.
Anybody live streaming?
Okay. Not live streaming, but there's a high chance they will break in and take you live.
Okay. All right, whenever you guys are ready, no rush.
I'm good. I'm good. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right. Officer Drew Brown, DREW-BROWN, Public Information Officer with IMPD. So this information is preliminary and subject to change. This is still an active scene, an active and ongoing investigation. And our detectives are going to be here for several hours trying to determine what led up to this. Okay. First and foremost, I just want to say that this is an absolute tragedy. All right. We've had 2 children in Indianapolis shot within the last 24 hours, and this is devastating. No family should have to go through something so terrible like this. And not only that, but our officers and detectives that have been hard at work to investigate these incidents, they have families too. Their mothers, their fathers. My wife and I have our first child on the way, and no family should have to deal with something like this. So our detectives are going to be hard at work to try to determine what led up to this. So as I said, this information is preliminary and subject to change, and I will keep you updated as developments arise if and when. So just after 5 p.m., IMPD officers with the Southwest District were dispatched to the 2600 block of South Belmont on a report of a person shot. While en route to that report of a person shot at 2600 South Belmont, the location was updated here to the intersection of South Harding Street and West Morris Street. Officers quickly arrived and located an individual whom detectives believe to be a male toddler with an injury consistent with gunshot wound. IEMS arrived and transported that toddler to an area hospital, and they were last reported to be in critical condition. So as is standard procedure in an incident like this, the Department of Child Services has been contacted and is participating with the investigation, as well as victims' assistance. And the Marion County Forensic Services Agency is also en route, and they will be here to assist with the documentation and collection of forensic evidence. So preliminarily, this is believed to have occurred inside a vehicle, and detectives preliminarily believe that all individuals involved in this incident are accounted for, and there's no ongoing threat to the public whatsoever. I can't say enough. This is an absolute tragedy. To have to respond to something like this as an officer is heartbreaking, but for a family to have to experience something like this is devastating. And this is the second time in less than 24 hours that Indianapolis has had to receive news of this nature. So our hearts are with the family, but we're devastated to have to continue to respond to something like this. While the exact circumstances of what led up to this incident are being investigated, we can't speak enough to the fact that gun ownership and gun responsibility are one and the same. You know, if you are a firearm owner, you must be responsible. And like I said, this information is preliminary and subject to change, and we're not exactly sure what led up to this incident, but our detectives will be here for some time trying to ascertain that. I will take a couple on-topic questions and answer them as best as I can.
Drew, you mentioned before how difficult this is also just for the community, but for the officers.
So again, we've got a child that has been shot in critical condition, after apparently being shot in a car. We don't know how old this toddler is. We don't know how the gun was in the car. We don't know who the gun belongs to. Detectives are talking to people there at the on the southwest side. Be a story we'll continue to cover throughout the evening.
That's right. Logan Gay is on the scene, and she'll stay there to get some answers to those many, many questions as our community works to fight the violence that is far too rampant.
That's right.